Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now today we're reacting to another clip from Would I Lie to You, and this is mystery guest Stuart. So this was recommended to me by Jack Carr. I'll put your comment down here. Thank you very much, Jack. You're always giving me good stuff to react to, and your recommendations always go down well with everyone. So thank you very, very much. But yeah, guys, unfortunately, if you saw the last video, you'll know that our streak is down to 0. So hopefully if we get this one right, the streak will go back up to 1. But you know, it's a little bit trickier with 3 people, but we will try our best. But yeah, guys, before we get into the video, if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. You guys have been showing me incredible support recently. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. And here we go, guys. And here he is, the big man himself.
Victoria, what is Stuart to you?
This is Stuart. He once laughed so much at something I said on Only Connect, he passed out.
Right, so Victoria's fainting fan. Greg, how do you know Stuart?
This is Stuart, and when I opened his butcher's shop, he paid me in sausages.
Greg's butcher
It's
buddy.
possible,
And
it's possible.
Finally, David, what is your relationship with Stuart?
This is Stuart. He's the lollipop man. He's the lollipop man whose lollipop I held when he was suddenly called away on non-lollipop related business.
Understood. Loud and clear, David. Loud and clear.
So, there we have it. Lee's team, where do you want to begin?
Right, I've seen Only Connect. First question, what was the team called?
Oh, no, he wasn't on the show.
Oh, he's in the audience.
A viewer at home.
Oh, he's a viewer at home.
Well, you'll know, Lee, because you've seen the show, one of my hilarious jokes. He actually passed out at home from laughing.
I see, I
Right,
see.
do you want to have a little bit of time, or do you want to tell us that hilarious joke? But before you do, I must warn you, watching at home, you might want to turn the volume down.
We gotta be careful, guys, alright? Just take it easy.
What Victoria is about to say could kill you.
It wasn't really a joke, it was a story. So one of the clues, a picture clue, and it was Schnorbits.
Bernie Winter's dog.
Yeah, the dog, exactly.
Very well done. Obviously, you'd have to identify all 4 to get the points. But... And I told a story as background to the question about the time that Schnorbits fell into Terry Scott's swimming pool and had to be rescued by Barbara Windsor.
Okay.
Control yourself, Stuart.
That story resulted in somebody laughing so much. Well, my God, it's the way you tell them.
Yeah. Isn't it just?
I think what really got Stuart might have been my subsequent quip. That's a party I'd like to have been at.
No, even with that.
Even with that.
Even with that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a nice, witty comment. I could crack a smile at home. I might even, if I was watching it, I'd go...
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a joke. I think it was just, it's a funny story.
Is it not true that the average Only Connect audience member may be, you know, a little bit elderly and people are just regularly passing out anyway?
I mean, you do raise a fair point, Lee.
It's a practical question. If this happened in his house, how do you know about it?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
His family wrote to me and said that he was hospitalised laughing at something I'd
They
said.
weren't after money, were they?
Hospitalised.
No, they said, you know, they thought I'd like to know about it because maybe I would send him a get well soon card, which I did.
All right. Who
Okay.
would you like to...
So we're going to leave it at that. I have a couple of things to say. Before we get into Victoria's story, you guys, if you are not from the UK, you might be confused at what a lollipop man is. A lollipop man is basically when there's school kids trying to cross the road and there's loads of cars going past, the lollipop man goes into the middle of the road, holds up a lollipop which has the word stop on it, and it stops the traffic so the kids pass. So that's a bit of context for that. That's coming up. Victoria's story. Now, the thing about Victoria is I was doing a bit of research on her before this reaction, and she is a professional poker player. So it's very, very hard for her to tell a story which is going to be non-convincing, because obviously she has to lie all the time. So do I believe the basis of the story? Like, she told it well. That bit I can't dispute with her. Do I believe that this man fainted because of her telling a joke? It was an alright joke. Like Lee said, it would be like, It's just, would it make you faint? Right now, I'm not convinced. Let's see what the other two have to say.
Quiz next.
OK, so, Greg, what's the name of the butchers?
Samson's.
Samson's?
Samson's.
Yeah. He's risking it a bit, having his hair cut like that, isn't he?
It's Stuart Sampson, so it's his butchers.
Samson's Butchers.
Because I grew up in Bromley. It was our local family butcher. And then...
He used to butcher families. But only if they live locally.
Yeah.
I'm the local family butcher. Do you live local and have you got a family?
Yeah, he's the family butcher. And then when I left and then I got onto Radio 1, Mum and Dad still know Stuart, so he said, would Greg want to come down, maybe bring Radio 1 down, bit of press coverage.
OK.
So,
Do you like sausages?
love sausages.
Oh, great.
Who
So
doesn't
this
love
is like the
sausages?
perfect way of paying you, because you don't have to pay tax on it.
True.
You don't have to declare
True.
it. Did you declare
I need to get
it?
into that. Why are you...
It's a fair point. It's a fair point.
But this is
We're all getting paid in sausages.
Oh, this would be good. The segment for
Ahead of
Jimmy
this
Carr
gig,
to be
did
on.
you know that was... Presumably, you were just doing it as a favour to an old family friend.
Well, we did it as a wacky bit on the radio.
Oh, it was included on the radio show?
So we went to his shop and we were broadcasting live from the butcher's.
OK.
And so we sort of cut the ribbon, but it was a string of sausages.
Right.
So that was the...
And what, did you do a speech?
Well, I said, here we go. Welcome to... Welcome...
Did you write that yourself? Oh, right. That's only one way to go, though, to be fair.
What about David?
I love that.
Lollipop man.
So you...
Right, so let's pause it. So, yeah, that was quite a short segment, like only a couple of minutes. So he's a butcher. He doesn't butcher families, like Lee was saying. You guys don't have to worry. He didn't really add much context. A lot of that round was just about jokes about the taxes and sausages and everything. I mean, it could be, but like we know, like we have discovered from the other mystery guests, when the logic is very simple, it's never usually that. So I'm ruling this one out so far. Right now, it's either Victoria or David to come up. And David is going to set my tone on things. Let's see how it is.
So you held his lollipop stick so he could go and do non-lollipop duties?
Yes.
So, first of all, what were the non-lollipop duties?
He had to hurry home because a sofa was being delivered.
Presumably, then, he didn't actually return, so it wasn't
He didn't return.
So it wasn't a short stand-in, you were
You were the lollipop man.
I was for I mean, I would say between 9 and 11 minutes.
Wow. Let's just say, like normal people, for about 10 minutes.
Took the words out my mouth, Lee.
Did he give you the uniform?
He gave me his hat and a sort of flory jacket thing.
Tabard thing.
Yeah, and the all-important rod of power.
How many children do you think you helped cross the road?
Say maybe 30.
OK, so
Nice.
between 29 and 31. And did you... Did you have any banter with the kids?
No.
Did
No,
you just do your
no.
usual of, hurry up?
No, I think I probably, I went, oh, right, yes, this way.
This way?
Can I ask a question about emotion?
Well, he won't know the answer.
How did you feel when you were the lollipop man?
Holding the rod of power.
I felt a bit stressed, but it went fine. Only a couple of minor injuries.
Tell us about
Couple
how
of
it
car
began.
crashes.
Now, were you there
Only
dropping
that.
off your own child at school, or did you just happen to be on one of your long runs in the morning? I mean, what were you doing?
I was dropping off.
I think what Rob's asking is, what were you doing within 200 yards of a playground? Given the, given the court
most
order.
people are allowed.
Right.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, David's not having that one.
Did David tell you about this story about the lollipop guy?
OK, well, first of all, This isn't true because Stuart is a person that laughed at one of my jokes.
Yes, exactly.
Good answer. Very good answer.
This is new territory on the show now.
Yes, I'm in a slightly odd place philosophically. Let me say, I'll use the conditional tense.
Okay.
Were this to be true, which it isn't, David certainly would have come home a bit flustered and told me what occurred.
David, you've obviously heard Victoria telling you about Stuart fainting. You've heard about that? And you...
Well, no, because it's not true.
Exactly. You just got to play that dynamic.
We need an answer. So, Lee's team.
Okay.
Is Stuart
Let me pause it now. So, guys.
Greg's butcher.
There we go. So, guys, this is very, very interesting. I believe that it is not the butcher. I am torn between Victoria and David. I mean, they're both convincing stories. I feel like that is something that could happen to David, and he would be flustered by it. But saying that, again, it could be the butcher. I don't know. Because I don't think this guy, no offence to him, could be a lollipop man. Because you have to stand around and walk around for quite a long part of the day, and he's sitting down at this moment of time. And as they're saying with David's children, he was dropping off. It can't have been too long ago. So I think we can rule it out on that basis. Fainting fan, potentially. I have a feeling it's the butchers now. I have a feeling it's the butchers. Maybe they're going for the straightforward one this time. I don't... Oh, this is the most confused I've been of one of these guys. This is generally the most confused. I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. Let me just find a coin quickly. Give me 1 second. Right, guys. So we have a coin here. It's a 10p. If it lands on tails, I'm going to say it's Victoria. If it lands on heads, I'm going to say it is Greg James's butcher, because I don't think it's David and I have no clue between these two, so yeah. And it's tails, so I'm going to say it is Victoria's fainting fan. Right, let's see who it is.
Buddy or David's lollipop lender.
I think it's Victoria.
Why?
I just know, I just had an... Because first I thought,
Yeah, but
okay,
she told us the joke.
No, I know.
True.
I'd like to say, all right, it was quite amusing, but it wasn't even that.
Well, the punchline was, oh, I would have loved to have been at that party. That was the punchline. Was that the punchline, or...?
You haven't seen my show, have you?
No.
Don't watch it, it's too risky.
Yeah.
Fair point. Lee has been excellent in this
How did you feel
one.
when you heard the news?
About the injury?
No, about your husband being a lollipop man.
I would say it was a mixture of concerned and delighted.
Right.
Yeah.
To have told a
Yeah.
story that was so funny someone was hospitalised. Maybe you'll find out one day.
Brilliant.
Who's telling the truth?
I think it's Victoria, personally.
I'm just going to put it out there. It's Greg, and I know you two don't agree with me.
You think Victoria, you think Greg?
Go on, Captain, you decide.
Yeah, you go.
It's me or him.
It
You
is-
decide.
At least it's between my two choices now.
Say it might be me as well.
I don't think so, pal. I don't think so.
We are going to go with Victoria.
Stuart,
Come on,
would
here we
you
go.
please reveal your true identity?
I'm Stuart, and laughed that hard at Victoria's very funny story.
Come on, guys, let's go. I'm not saying that's myself. That was the coin. That was the coin. That was the coin. That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Victoria's fainting fan. Thank you very much, Stuart.
Brilliant, brilliant. Oh, well done, well done. Oh, that is excellent. And yeah, that's it, guys. So it was Victoria after all. Like, initially I thought I didn't think it was her. And then Greg's, and then it came back to, and then it was David, then it wasn't David, then it was Greg, then back to Victoria. Oh, guys, that was a roll around of emotions, but we got the right answer in the end. As you see up here, the street counter is back to 1, and we're hoping to continue this. So yeah, if you guys have any other Would I Lie To You recommendations, put them in the comment section for me. And yeah, that's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys for the next video tomorrow. Peace.